weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to look to throw. Big hold of the 30. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Hot. We call that a sack block. Two times. Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Mixon. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Let's go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now they run with Mixon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Dixon, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Defense showing blitz. They'll run here with Mixon, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the... And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Detroit!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kenny Clark forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now. Look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
When it's 3rd and goal, you don't need to make a heroic play. You just need to make a play and able to knock that one away. That was really nice.
Yeah, I don't think going for the interception, like you said, just wanted to make sure that the ball hit the ground, and it did.
I'm going to call heroic anyway.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. Escaping the pressure right.
Going deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. I know the coach is going to be talking to about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Going deep here for Bryant. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw, being chased out left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. The play clock's running down. They go play action here on 1st down. Got some real estate inside the 30. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit!
first down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Play clock winding down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This is fielded at the goal line. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. He'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tajay Sharp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.